Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Fula Kamara. Today we're in chapter 41, managing the client menu. As a financial professional, you may work with multiple clients, switching between many different client accounts and keeping track of their to-do lists and unique needs can be challenging. The client menu in QuickBooks Online Accountant is a hub for all client information, even for those who don't use QuickBooks Online. It brings client contact information, notes, and documents together and offers links to access transactions and tools to solve issues and initiate process. You have three tabs in the client menu. You have the overview tab, which lists all clients, including clients with inactive subscription and clients who don't use QuickBooks Online. As you can see right now, you can see these are the list of clients that I have here, but these do not have QuickBooks Online subscription, but I was still able to list them here. The overview tab has columns that display the banking information. As you can see, this is where you see the banking details. It's show all bank transactions. Then also payroll alert regarding payrolls, tax payment filings if the client has an active QuickBooks Online payroll subscription. This is where you see all the filings and alerts for payroll related. Then you have the prep for taxes, a link if the client has an active QuickBooks Online subscription that opens the prep for tax tool to quickly review balances and make year-end adjustments to your client's books. Then you also have the tax returns, any relevant tax return information, including the status of any return that has been started, or a link to access the Pro Connect, which is the Intuit tax software. Then you also have the lead. The lead is the accountant user that acts as the primary contact for the client. Then you have the action. On the action column, this is where you have the option to edit or make the client inactive. Then if you also click on the pull down, you can see you have the option to create a return. The bookkeeping tab gives an overview of the client books review status. To find out more about reviewing books, it has column that displays the following: the client or contact. Then you also have the book reviews. It tracks the progress of bookkeeping tasks for each client. Then you have the lead, that is the accountant users that act as the primary contact for the client. And then you have the action option where you can edit or make them inactive or inactive. Then you have the payroll. So the payroll tab, this tab shows the client contact, the next pay date, that is the date the next payroll is scheduled for, and then the setup, a link to overview tab of the payroll center to complete any outstanding task. Then you have the tax payment due, that is the payroll tax payments that are due or past due. You will see them here. Then you have the tax filing due date. The tax filing due, that is the payroll tax filing that are due or past due. Then you have the lead accountant, that is the user accountant that acts as the primary contact for the client. Then you have the action, which also shows the option to edit the client or make them active or inactive, just like we have on the overview here. Using the client menu, we have the option here to add a new client. Let's say we want to add a new client. You can click add a client. So you can either add a business or individual. We have covered client setup in our previous chapters. I suggest you watch those if you want to see how to add new clients and how to select the appropriate subscription. Please watch the videos on client setup. That will be really helpful if you want to know how to select the right subscription and also how to add a client. So you can add an individual or business. So you can enter the first and last name name, email address, and select. In terms of products, you can select the subscription. You can also click more info to add like phone number, website, and also select like the street address, then you can add all the contact information here. Then you also have the subscription. If you want to subscribe, you can click on subscription, so you will have the option to select whether the direct discount or revenue sharing or the pro advisor discount. So you have the choice to make the selections here based on your understanding of the client's needs, because if they select the pro advisor discount, they will get like 30% off their subscription. So then you can also select no subscription. This is where you just create the client. You just wanted to add them to your list, but you don't want them to subscribe to the QuickBooks Online. So this is what you select, and then add all the information. You click save once you finish. Then so for now I'm not gonna add any client because this is just for training purpose. So here you can see also, if you want to like change the lead accountant, let's say you have another person you want to make the lead, you can click the filter icon and then you click edit lead. But you won't be able to make changes right now because we don't have any active client with a subscription. So that's the reason why you won't see any client here to select a lead. So you can edit the lead. Then also you have the option to edit the client. So if you click on the client's name, it will take you to this window. So here you can add a note. So you can add a note about this client. You have the option to make it a private note wherein only you can see it, or you can make it to team default. That is, any member of your team will be able to see this note. So once you finish typing, you can click post. Okay, so now if you click on this ellipse, you will see that you have the option to edit the note. You can also delete. So let's say if we don't like this note, we can edit or delete. Okay, so or we can delete. So if I click now, I click delete. So now I've just deleted the note. Then also you can add, this is where you delete the client. So let's say if this was a client, if you click on this down arrow, that is after you've selected the client's profile, you will see this client, edit client. Then you can see a down arrow where you can delete the client. But since this is not a client, that's why we don't see the option to delete. Then you can also edit. So if you click edit, it will take you to this window where you can change the name, the first last name, then also where you can change the subscription, whether to subscribe or no subscription. You can add the address, everything here, and click save. Let's say if we want to make this client, let's say test comp, we want to make them inactive, we can just select this and make inactive. So once we make inactive, you can see that the client is currently inactive. But also sometimes the reason why you are able to see this as inactive here, because we check this to include inactive. So if I don't want to include them as in the list, so you will see only active client. So if I go back and say include inactive, so now you will see that name again. So if we want to make it active, we say make active. So now it has become active. That's how to make a client inactive. Then you can also create a tax return, but that is not covered in this tutorial. This is just to walk you through the client menu. Here you can also remove, you have the option to customize the columns. You can check off the email if you don't want to show the email, or you don't want to show the banking, the payroll alert. So if you check them off, you can see that you will only see few of the columns that you want to see. If you want to bring them back, you can go check them, and now you are able to see them. Or if maybe you have a long list, maybe you have more than 150 clients, you want to see up to 300. Yeah, if you add the 300 here, you can see up to 300 clients. Yes, so that's the end of chapter 41. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like if you like the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.